Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Not gonna be long with this video, but I promise that I wanted to keep this journey as transparent as possible. I want to be able to help women who may experience what I've experienced. I want you to feel like you're not alone. Go in and I have an ultrasound. So during this ultrasound, I told them that my contractions had stopped. They weren't progressing or anything. But like during the ultrasound, my twins, if you watch my previous video, you know that my twins, they're at risk for twin transfusion syndrome. So during this ultrasound, they end up finding that baby had a lot of fluid in the sac and it was beyond the normal range. Baby C still had fluid, not a lot, like not as much fluid as baby B. So my doctors, they basically, contacted a specialist to have him go over the case because he's more like twin transfusion syndrome is more like his specialty. That's what he does. So they wanted him to examine the case, but at that point they didn't even know why this baby has a lot of fluid. Usually you'll have like your glucose test around 24 weeks, but because I had this, they wanted me to have the glucose test that day. When I was in the office though, they like did a bedside blood sugar test and my blood sugar was normal. I just left, came home and just didn't know like what was going on. It's like yesterday I just experienced this in labor and delivery, and then now you're telling me that this baby has a lot of fluid and you don't know why. They end up calling me later that day and telling me that my glucose test came back positive, or like my blood sugar levels were a little elevated. As crazy as it may sound, I was actually happy that my blood sugar levels are high and it's really nothing like wrong with my baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, we'll figure out how to get this blood sugar down. We'll figure that out. But as long as my baby is okay, good. We're one step closer. You know what I'm saying? So then, because that came back positive or slightly elevated, they wanted me to come back. So this was a Thursday. So then they're like, we want you to come back Monday to do the 3-hour glucose test. So I'm like, okay. And then while they're doing the 3-hour glucose test, and that same day they want me to come back and have another ultrasound to check on the fluids for the baby. That whole weekend, like, I'm praying, I'm trusting God. I know everything's gonna work out. I'm trying not to stress. I'm resting. So then I go in, get the ultrasound. They just want to go over the fluids, and yeah, baby B's fluid end up decreasing. B's fluid increased. Baby A's fluid increased, even though they're not really focused on baby A. Really what they're looking closely for is that twin transfusion syndrome. But yeah, their fluid level is starting to level out, and I'm just like, that was nobody but like God. But the doctor's like, yeah, this is definitely not twin transfusion syndrome, because with twin transfusion syndrome is when one baby is getting more and then the other baby starts to lack. In my case, in their case now, it's not that way. Good thing is that after I end up taking the 3-hour glucose test, and yeah, all of my levels were normal. So no gestational diabetes, no twin transfusion syndrome. Like things, they start happening and we think like the world is just like against us, but sometimes we go through things as a testing of our faith. And I really believe like this was like a faith test. Really just believe that things are gonna work out, and things end up working out. So yeah, I told you guys that I wanted to keep it as open and transparent as possible. I'm for the most part, like I'm a very like private, close-in person. It is kind of like new to me to be sharing this information, but I really believe that I was given this journey for a reason to share with others. In the beginning, I really didn't understand why. It's for a reason, and so I want to be able to share and be as transparent, as open as possible, as vulnerable as possible, to be helpful to other people's and also inspiring to other women. Continue to pray for my family. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you thought it was helpful. If you liked it, make sure you share, subscribe. Feel free to leave comments, encouraging words. See you guys in my next video. I'm sorry that it went a little longer than I intended. Everything works out exactly the way it's supposed to.